a lot more athletic.
Well, each week we go through our top fives, the K-Roos hierarchy. Last week we had top 5 most popular sports. This week we're going top 5 most scariest athletes of all time, or the top 5 scariest athletes of all time. Starting with number 5, Brock Lesnar. Yes, he's in the WWE, but he's also a UFC champion, NCAA champion as well in wrestling. The guy looks like a serial killer, and I'm pretty sure he's been once known as the baddest man on the planet. Pat McAfee says, if you're going to get a war against the aliens, you're sending Brock Lesnar.
He's easily the scariest looking person ever. And obviously growing up as a WWE fan, when I saw him, I was frightened as a child. He's the most bulked up, jacked up person I've ever seen.
And he's legit. He won a UFC champion. You can't take that away from him. He also went into the NFL as an offensive lineman, almost made it there with Minnesota.
Yeah, defensive lineman.
Defensive lineman. The guy's an athletic freak, and he could kill someone.
Yeah, I think he has the ability to kill someone if he really wanted to.
Yeah. You look at how wide he is, and you think he's 5 foot tall, but he's 6'3" as well.
Jeez.
130 kilos.
He weighs 120 kilos, but he could probably box jump a 50-inch vert.
Yeah.
And then he probably has that damaging speed. You've seen him tackle people in the UFC ring. He's scary.
130 kilos.
He should be higher. He should be higher.
Who's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm going with Ray Lewis, the baddest, scariest person to play in the NFL on the defensive end. If you're a quarterback and he's running after you to sack you, you're shitting yourself. It's that simple. He had a murder trial. Imagine playing him after getting off a murder trial.
Did he kill someone? He almost killed someone?
He might have killed someone.
They found blood in the car or something.
They found blood in the limousine. Let's not talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
But he also came back.
Unrelated.
He also came back from a torn tricep in 6 weeks or 10 weeks. The quickest recovery time ever.
Yeah, but that was with deer antler velvet. I think he was taking steroids.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you, most people could take that and not come back. You see all these players that have injuries now, they're taking 2-3 years off. Ray Lewis, the baddest man at the time, he took 6 to 10 weeks off, comes back, wins a Super Bowl with a couple sacks. He's a legend.
You don't want to be a quarterback with Ray Lewis coming to kill you and sack you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. One of the scariest blokes to play in the NFL. Number 3, I'm going with one of the most feared opponents, Michael Jordan. You wouldn't want to come up against this man in his prime in the 90s. He used to scare opposition players, dropping 45 points on someone if they looked at him the wrong way. He was a freak. He had a gambling problem as well. Okay, he was just a competitive freak. He would play like marbles in the sheds, like in his locker room.
He smoked cigars on the way to a game on the plane. That's just the level of competitor he was, and that much better. And you watch The Last Dance, opposing players were frightened to tick him off. They did not want to play against him because they were scared they were going to drop 50 on him. So, as one of the most feared people of all time, Michael Jordan.
He would make up lies about someone saying something about him in the media so he could go out and drop 50 on him. That's the type of bloke he was.
And teammates as well. They were scared to step on his toes because if you do, he's probably going to punch you in the face, Steve Kerr.
The refs were scared as well to make the wrong decision against him.
Yeah.
Like
everyone's seen that clip. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michael.
I'm sorry, mate. Okay.
That's very true.
But that takes us to number 2. O.J. Simpson. The first running back ever to run for 2,000 yards. He evaded defenses and slayed through them. He evaded those defenses like he evaded the cops at one time. Let's not talk about that. And he's also known for slaying his wife and his lover.
His lover, Ron
Allegedly.
Goldman.
The glove did not fit, but O.J. Simpson's name carries weight as one of the scariest people ever.
Well, I think the Netflix documentary did him no favours as well. As much as he was an athletic freak and a Heisman Trophy winner, he did murder his wife, Nicole Simpson.
Glove didn't fit.
Which again, he didn't get a conviction for that, but he's been killing it on TikTok at the moment. I don't know if you've seen him on TikTok.
I have not been seeing him kill it on TikTok.
Yeah, so I mean, more credit to OJ, but he is one of the scariest athletes of all time.
When someone says OJ Simpson, you get frightened. That's just the way it is.
Number 1, I'm going with the obvious answer. Mike Tyson.
The baddest man on the planet.
The baddest man on the planet. You wouldn't want to cross this guy. You could see it in clips across social media.
Just look up here.
Look at that. He doesn't take his eyes off his opponent. He had one of the most feared hooks of all time. It is universally known Mike Tyson is the scariest athlete of all time.
There's a time in his prime where it was known that people did not want to fight him. Major heavyweight people did not want to fight for the championship because they knew if they get in the ring with Mike Tyson, they're probably going to get knocked out. One of the craziest knockout to actual fights statistics of all time. If you got in the ring with Mike Tyson, there's like a 90% chance you're going to get knocked out. That's frightening.
Not fun.
And then you got the tattoo on his face later in his career. Post-jail, Mike Tyson is known as the scariest person ever. You saw that vision of him staring at that guy as he was walking through the ring. If I saw that happening to me, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I'd shit myself.
Well, I think that's a fair list. Our top 5 from the top, Brock Lesnar, Ray Lewis, Michael Jordan, O.J. Simpson, and number 1, Mike Tyson, the scariest athletes of all time.